Good afternoon, welcome to the Weekend Wonder. I'm Tim Britt and I'm going to be with you for the next hour here on Crafters TV. I'm super excited as well because we're going to be having quite a bit of fun. I'm going to try and do a little bit of stuff this afternoon, I think, as well. I'll get my little crafty hands going. I'm not on my own though. I am going to be joined by the wonderful, gorgeous Sheila Halliwell, who's on the other side of the studio. Sheila, how was your lunch?
It was fine, thank you. I had a little bit of a mix. Normally, when I'm driving home on a Friday, I like to have a few little nibbly things I can have in the car while I'm driving.
I'm with you.
Like little spring rolls and things like that, mozzarella sticks and stuff. So I did some of those in the oven this morning. So I've got a few. I had a few for lunch, and I've got a few more for my journey home. So
I like it. Very nice.
Get on my way without stopping.
Right. I also would love to know who's watching this afternoon. So please let me know in the comments where you are coming from, and if it's the morning or the evening. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful week, and I hope your weekend is shaping up to be something quite spectacular too. Now we've got a whole range of beautiful goodies that I want you to look at, but please get onto that website. Start having a look around. Start having a bit of a shop because we have got some sensational deals that are on there at the moment, some tremendous prizes, and because it has been our 7-year birthday, we've been having some wonderful surprises. And this surprise, just to give you a little recap, came from our marketing team. It was saying, a massive congratulations from the marketing team. We spend our days sharing all the creative inspiration, gorgeous products and exciting events with you. And today we want to design a special birthday treat just for our wonderful viewers. To help us celebrate 7 amazing years, every order placed today will over £20, will receive a free exclusive digital paper pack. You don't need to enter any codes or press any buttons. Your bonus gift will auto apply right at checkout once you hit the minimum spend. Thank you for being such an incredible audience and spreading the love of Crafters TV every single day. There you go. So a nice little gift that came from the marketing team. And just to show you, these are the little papers that will be coming included. So you've kind of got sort of 3 papers there that are very crafters inspired that you've got. So you might be able to use those for helping keep all your kit organised and designed. But then you've also got these papers as well, this wonderful kind of purple leopard that you've got, some beautiful stripes, and then you've got this really kind of funky sort of 3D boxed design that you've got there. So all of those will be coming including if you spend over £20 or $20 into your basket, completely free for you today. So how fantastic is that? But let's dive into our first item, which is actually going to be our large sentiments that we've got for you. Now, there are 4 of these in the showstoppers that we've got, the large format sentiment dies showstoppers. £21.51 on platinum price in the UK today, or £26.89 of today's price. And over in the US, $31.03 on platinum price, or $38.79 for you. Now, the 4 sentiments that you've actually got here. So you've got this first one, which is thankful for you all the year through. So you've got thankful for you all the year through. The second one that you've got is love, laughter, and happy ever after. I like that one. That's quite cute. Then you've got cupcake sprinkles and happy wrinkles. I like that one. That's really fun. And then you've got wishing you wishing you sparkle and joy. So wishing you sparkle and joy. So you get this, you'll get the dies and the in there, and you'll get the sentiment. So you've kind of got the outcut section, and then you've also got all of the word there as well. So you can see you've got the words, and then you can see you've got the outcut shape there as well. But just to give you a bit of an idea as to some of the things that you could create with these, take a look at some of these amazing finished samples that we've got. Look at that one with the wishing you sparkle and joy. Really beautiful things, and you can use any different type of cardstock that you wanted to create various different feels. So this one again, quite like a almost festive feel there on that green. Beautiful extra kind of finishes. I mean, this one's quite that romantic style and feel. The cupcake ones that we've got here. And then where was the one that Sheila did the other time? Here we go, look at this one. Look at this beautiful watercoloured one for like the teachers. You know, thankful for thinking of you throughout the year. That's a great one that we've got there. Beautiful. And this is actually going to be the first set that we're going to be doing a demonstration with. Well, that's the royal we. We are going to be doing a demonstration. Sheila's going to be doing a demonstration with today. So I do believe you've got it all lined up in the wings, but if you want to go for that, that is available as a bumper pack. Are they available individually as well, or are they just available? So they are available individually as well. Check out the website if you do want to have a look at those for an individual purchase, if you've already got a couple of them. But I would suggest at that kind of price, add them in as a bumper pack, because in America, for example, if you're in platinum, they work out as just over $7.50, and that's a 25% saving that you've got going for those large showstopper sentiment stoppers. So let's see what Sheila's got coming up today. What crafty magic are you going to create with our showstopper, Sheila?
Okay, well, I think I'm going to use one of the dies that I've not actually used yet, which is the Love, Laughter and Happy Ever After. And I thought we'd do like a wedding card with it, because we don't, we don't often do wedding cards as such. So what I'm going to do is I wanted to do a wedding card with a little bit of a difference. Normally we talk about this earlier, saying when you do a wedding card, we tend to do like whites, pinks, sparkle, love hearts and stuff like that. But I was looking through the website and I thought, what papers have we got that are a bit more, not traditional in colour, but a bit deeper with the tone and the design. So I went for the Midnight Floral Pad. Now, Dean, did you say we've got this in stock? So this is one of my favourite pads that we have done, mainly because it's got lots of blue in it. Blue's my favourite colour. Absolutely amazing papers on both sides. So what I've done is I have taken one sheet out of here, and what I'm going to do is going to use that to combine it with this beautiful die set. So what I'm going to do, that's going to be the feature, but we're going to do kind of a few little techniques on here as well. So I've taken, oh, is it gone? Oh no. Wow. It was, do you know what? It was on there the other day, which is why I chose it. I thought, I'm going to choose that because it's really, really nice. Right. Well, I know a lot of you have probably already got it anyway, because I know what you like with a Nature's Garden collection. So what I've done as well is I've got some of the dark blue paper, and this is from one of the A4 packs of the Arden cardstock. That is is it warm tones or deeper tones? Deep tones.
Deep tones.
Let me just check my cards the right way around. Yes, it is. Okay. Right, let me have a look at this, because I already cut this down to size, so it should just give me a tiny white edge all the way around. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in one of the, this is the back, so I've just got this one sheet out and I've chopped it. What I want to do is do like a little effect. I'm going to put this strip onto here, and then when we put the main piece on the top, we can roll this back, so a little bit of this is visible. So let's pop this on, and again, just using the tape runner. I didn't get my tacky glue out, although there is some next to me, so I don't need to panic quite yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this like this. So we've just got a little bit of the blue showing as well, like that. And then what we're going to do now, I'm going to take my pencil. In fact, I'm not going to take my pencil because it's not a round pencil. I need something, a white gel pen will be perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll these two corners here, so that when we stick this on, we've got a little bit of that pale blue showing underneath. So we're going to give a little bit of a roll on the paper. So just to get it going a little bit round like that.
We've had a lot of messages already coming in from people. So we've had Mary Beth saying, hello everyone here from Minnesota. Laurie, good morning everyone and happy Friday. Pat is in. Good morning, Tim, Sheila, Jan, super talented CTV crew, and all my lovely crafty friends from a sunny and cool New Jersey. Hello again from upstate New York, trying to wake up enough to get out and work. That's from Christine. Jonal's morning from a soon-to-be sunny western Washington state. The sun has to come up first.
Yes.
Carol says, good morning all. Candice Good morning from western Nebraska. Beautiful sunny day here, but going to be a hot one today. And then Trudy says, good morning, everyone. Oh, this is great. Everyone's in this morning and a right mixed bag. I think you're one of the only ones that's got a nice hot warm day, Candice. Everyone else seems to be getting a bit of the rain coming through.
Yeah, seemed a bit stormy up and down, didn't it?
It was a little bit. I did have to come through a fair bit of rain yesterday.
Oh gosh,
but it was quite refreshing. I thought, you know, gives the car a little bit of a wash off. Why not?
Yes.
So these stamps, just to give you a quick recap, in the US it's $31.03 on your platinum price, or $38.79. Don't forget you'll be getting all 4 of the sentiments included with this pack. So thankful for you all the year through. Love, laughter and happy ever after. Cupcake sprinkles and happy wrinkles. And then wishing you sparkle and joy. So all of those will be coming in. It is available in the UK for you as well, if you did want to go for it. UK price on these would be £21.51 on platinum, or £26.89 if it's just on today's regular price. Now don't forget that you will get all 4, but also when you spend over £20 or $20, you'll be getting that free digital paper pack from the marketing team here at Crafters Companion. Make sure you can stay tuned for the rest of the day though if you can, because we'll be doing Friday Night Live later on. Sheila won last week in our competition, so I've got some groundwork to do. I've got to up my game a little bit today, so you're not going to want to miss out on that.
Have you been like revising on pub
swatting up? Absolutely.
Have you been swatting up?
Been reading the encyclopedia.
Yeah, I'm not. It's been a long time since I've been into a pub and done a pub quiz, so.
My friends asked me if I wanted to join their pub quiz team on Wednesday, and I was like, I would have loved to, but I was working all of Wednesday night, so I wasn't able to actually do it. But it would have been nice to have been part of the pub quiz. But hey, we can have our own.
We can.
What would be your drink of choice if you were in the pub?
Me? Well, do you know what? I don't really drink nowadays.
It could be a lemonade.
I'm always driving anyway, so for me it would probably just be, you know, when I used to, like, before I drove, and then obviously I used to, I could have a drink, I would have like kind of retro drinks. So I always liked a martini and lemonade. Cinzano lemonade with ice and lemon was my favourite. And then I used to like, when I was about 18, I used to like a whiskey and lemonade, actually.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but then...
I must admit, when I was a bit younger, I used to drink brandy and lemonade.
Did you?
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one.
I do drink, I mean, I've not done for a while, but I could quite happily have, you know, a few glasses of sherry. I've always got sherry in the house. But again, like I say, I don't really drink very much now. So if I'm driving as well, and very often as well, if I am out where I'm in a place where there's a bar, if I'm not driving, I'm sometimes playing. I play saxophone, so occasionally if I'm playing, then I wouldn't drink anyway, because I need to still be able to read the music. You know.
What sax do you play?
I play alto sax.
Oh, look at you. Loving that. Did not know that one.
Yeah, I've done that for a long time. Probably, what am I now? 60 almost. So I started on sax when I was 15, but I played clarinet from being 9. Uh-huh. So, and then I went on to sax. So, yeah.
I used to have piano lessons.
Did you?
When I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I remember going to my piano teacher's house.
Yes.
Sitting down at the piano and having an absolutely almighty tantrum that I couldn't play what she'd asked me to play, and it's because I hadn't done any practice.
Right,
I'd done absolutely zero practice, so I stormed out and sat on her doorstep until my mum came to get me, and I didn't go back. And I must admit, that is a big regret. I wish I'd persevered more with music. I did pick up the guitar later on in my life, though, for a little bit. So I learned a little bit guitar, but not very much. But yeah, that would definitely be one of my things. If I was ever going to redo a bit of my life, I'd persevere with an instrument and a language.
Yes.
Persevere with an instrument and a language. Here's a question for everyone. If you could speak any other language, what language would you want to be able to do? If you could speak any... Well, and then when we can all learn this, but what language would you like to learn? What language would you most like to learn? We had lots of people... So Karen said good morning again from a very hot and humid Hampton Roads, Virginia. Bad storms are heading our way tonight. Hello, Sheila, Tim, and Jan from Bossio, Idaho. Bossio, Idaho. Bossio.
Is it Boise?
Boise.
Yeah.
Boise, as in Boise. As in
a
Boise for only fools and horses. As in Marlene.
Yeah.
Marlene. That'll mean absolutely nothing. Good morning, everyone, from sunny and warm West Central Iowa. Hi, Jan. That's from Terry. Just saying hi to everyone. Have a great day from Sherry. Good morning again from Matthews. A little cooler this morning. Took advantage of those paper buys. Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Sheila, I made 2 of the teacher cards for my grandson. He loved them.
Oh, wow.
Marilyn, the flapjack lady. There we go. Alice says, I'm pretty much teetotal, might occasionally have a G&T. Hey, listen, you don't have, when you go out, I don't know why there's this stigma you have to drink. Like when you're out in the pub, it doesn't mean you've got to drink. Like most of the time now, I drink a lot of non-alcoholic things.
Yes.
Because they're just really tasty. And do you know what?
Yeah.
They're less calories as well.
Well, there is that, yeah.
And like, they still give me that, oh, I'm out and I'm having a drink, but I don't have to worry about a hangover. I don't have to worry about not being able to drive and get home.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, when you have one, you're like, oh, I'm all right now. Don't think I need any more. So, yeah, no need for any of that. You don't have to be doing it. What are you doing now then, Sheila?
Okay, so what I've done is I've cut the backing layer from the dark blue card, and then I've actually cut the sentiment from the patterned paper, but from the other side, the like B side, if you like. So we've got the light blue, so it's still toning in with all the flowers we've got here. And then what I'm going to do, because I've popped all the little hearts out here, I might just be missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now there are 8 there. I'm missing 1 or 2, but they might still be, I can see some on the mat actually. So what I'm going to do is just add the hearts back in. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I'm going to pop these back in where they should be. And then I think we have a big one here, so it'd be easy to probably put the glue on there, and we can pop that in.
We've had, I'm pretty much teetotal. No, sorry, we would have that. Trudy said, Tim, your attire this morning sure woke my eyes up. Beautiful colours. Oh, that's all right, Trudy. Glad it woke you up. John All says Greek and Hebrew would be my top picks for a language. Alison, you're the same as me. Sign language, that would be my one.
Yeah.
Carolyn says, I play the clarinet too. Made it to first chair in high school, then gave it up. I would like to learn guitar and piano. My mum used to play the piano, and I loved singing around the piano at Christmas time. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's a very kind of stereotypical Christmas thing, isn't it? Sing around the piano, tinkling the ivories, mistletoe and ivy, all that. All very nice. I like the idea of that.
Yeah, I mean, we used to do that actually. When I was obviously when I was married, because my ex-husband is a professional saxophone player. That's what he does for a job. And so it was always, they were a very musical family. So every year it used to be, right, or what we're doing at Christmas. And the two of the nephews, one played trumpets. So he was probably about 12, 13 at the time. He played trumpet, and then his younger brother played cello. And then obviously father-in-law played trombone. And then myself and my ex-husband on the saxes. So we used to have dinner and then do a round of carols in the dining room, with the kids, just to really try and get the kids to practice something, so that then later in life they didn't regret not practicing and not being able to carry on with their instruments. Now I think they both did give up in the end because they're quite a lot older now at university and working. So. But yeah, that used to be a thing every Christmas, and I always thought it was a bit weird at first, but then obviously you kind of get into it, and so it was quite enjoyable, and it was great for the kids because it meant they have a memory of it, and we got a little video of them doing it and stuff, so that was really nice. But yeah, it is nice to have that like tradition within a family where you can all kind of join in and take part, because it stays in your mind, doesn't it, for years. When you grow up, you're like, oh, do you remember when we used to play the music at Christmas and all the sing song, Yeah, so it was quite nice. But yeah, I think with any instrument, so many people, I think, have got regrets that they didn't carry on with, you know, playing the instruments. Which is, you know, it's like with anything, isn't it? You got to practice it. And if you don't enjoy the practicing, you might as well not bother, because you're not going to fulfill what you started off to do, you know. But my mum rigorously made me practice. But obviously my dad, when he was alive, he was a trombonist, like semi-professional. So it was always within the family, you know. So we would always kind of, you know, it was one of us was bound to do music as a thing, you know. So yeah, so I've had lots of opportunities, and you know, I was just talking to James about it actually in the green room. We were listening to. We were actually watching the band I was in doing some concerts, you know, which is weird that we're just talking about it now. But yeah, you gotta practice, and it's hard to then pick it up again when you're an adult, because you don't have that same thought about everything, do you? It's not a priority, you know. So, but yeah, you can definitely start up again. I would always encourage it, no matter what your age, because you can get some serious joy from playing a musical instrument.
As you can from doing your crafting.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think a lot of people do that. You know, a lot of people who are crafty do music as well. You know, a lot of people do that. I think it just kind of goes hand in hand. You know, whether you do acting as well, it all seems to be kind of on a par. You know.
Well,
what I mean?
that was me. You see, I always did a lot of acting, singing, dancing, stuff like that.
Did you?
That was me. That was what I did.
And now look at you crafting now. Secretly.
I'm actually crafting as we speak.
You're doing it over there. I can see you secretly doing it.
Just playing around. So we've got lots of items that are going to be coming up later on. So we've got some of our chameleon ink pads that will be coming up later, and I decided that I'd just start pottering about with bits while the show was going on. I thought, well, why not? So I'm over here just with some scrap bits of card, practicing me little bits. You see, practicing doing me ink stamping. It's been a moment since I've done it, but hey, I didn't make a smudge. Bring it down here, look, you might be able to see it on that close.
Oh, that's good.
There you go, look. Didn't make a smudge. There's my anchor. By the way, the anchor stamps are available as well. These are part of the coastal collections as well. So I'm just using the different chameleon pads to see what it is. And the colour show, obviously I'm stamping in colour because it's very simple for me. Simple craft, you see, while Sheila's doing other bits. But all these things are coming up later on as well if you wanted to go for them. So we'll kind of run through those as soon as we can. We've had lots of people coming in saying, oh, they'd like to learn sign language and like to learn German. People, lots of like John played instruments in school, self-taught guitar. Oh wow, I played a bit of harp, accordion and piano. Wow, look at all of that. So many different things.
Yeah, it's good. I love it when people say, oh yeah, I played this and I played that. And yeah, I actually wrote into Radio 2 quite a while ago. Yeah, I was listening to the radio. I was in the kitchen doing stuff, and they were talking about how pointless it was learning the recorder. And everybody came on there like saying, you know, writing in or emailing in and texting in and ringing up and saying, oh, I played recorder. It was absolutely pointless. I hated it. It was squeaking.
It was. I always remember the recorder being one of them kind of squeaky things that we had that you kind of learnt in primary school, and it was like nails down a chalkboard, wasn't it?
Yeah, but for me, I mean, it was a whole different story for me, because it meant that I then went on to play clarinet, and then I went on to play saxophone. And then after that, obviously that just gave me so many wonderful experiences where, you know, I've been able to travel the world, been on Blue Peter, and
have you?
Yeah, got a Record Breakers t-shirt, went on with Roy Castle.
What?
And
You've been with Roy Castle?
Yeah, got my picture with Roy. Yeah. No, that's Roy Walker. Yeah, no, Roy Castle used to do the. I mean, he was an actor and a singer and a musician, multi-talented, you know. Star back in the day.
He was a musician, and he used to play in all the clubs, didn't he?
Yeah,
and,
he did, yeah.
He used to play back in the clubs back in the day all the time, did Roy Castle?
Yeah, he's been in quite a lot of films, Carry On films, and then he did obviously Record Breakers. He did a lot of kids' like programs and things, you know, and yeah, so it was, I've got my Record Breakers t-shirt at home and my, yeah, so it does, you know, if you keep practice at it, just, you know, for me, I was lucky, I was in a band that had, you know, lots of privileges, which we worked tirelessly for, and, you know, we did a lot of practice, like 6 hours a week, and gigs. Sometimes we had gigs every night, you know, even when I was working. I'd get home from work, quick bowl of soup or something, quick shower, straight into the car, down to the band room to get all the gear on the coach, and then off to do a gig in Wales, and then come back late at night, and then unpack, load it all back into the loft in the band room, and then get in the car, go back home, be 12:30, and then get up and then go straight back to my nursery nursing job, looking after 3-year-olds for a week.
Oh my word!
So yeah, it was a busy time for a youth band. It was ridiculously busy, and we recently had a 50th reunion, and I found one of the like gig lists from the band leader, and there was 1 week where we were out for 5 nights in that week doing gigs. This was when like you had labour clubs, working men's clubs, you know, conservative clubs, all the clubs that were, you know, were heavy on the like, you know, live music scene back in the 80s and the 90s, which is not so now. But yeah, it's we've had some good opportunities.
Oh, nice. Well, all I'm going to say is I've got absolutely no baby wipes over here.
Oh, really? I've got some here.
Absolutely.
Are you in a mess?
No, I'm not in a mess, but I'm really quite enjoying starting to make a mess with my fingers.
I meant to ask you, were there any wipes over there? Because there's some over here which I can...
I see.
There's some on the summer school set.
Nice. I'll go over there in a minute.
Oh, there might
I'm
be a little
basically having a little bit of an explore with the colours, you see. And honestly, I need a baby wipe now. Put my grubby finger on that.
It's always good to have a little practice. So we've got our little piece of ribbon on here now, and what I've done, I've also put a piece of the back of one of the other papers on here, just to tone in with that creamy colour. So what I've also done as well is, from the remainder of that sheet of card, I've fussy cut some of the little butterflies, and I'm going to add these onto here. So these will stand up a little bit. We've got a flat one there, but these will stand up a little bit, and we'll put 1 or 2 little pearls on. Let's just shape these. So we've got a really small one, which I think I'm going to put down there. So let's pop this one here. And again, I've just glued down the body so that can go there. And then we've got
fountain baby wipes.
Little, let's have a look.
I love that as well, but I like how sort of quickly things can come together.
Yeah.
With bits of craft as well, because it can be. Sorry, you're going to hear me rustle with this pack of wipes because they're proving difficult to get one out.
Let's pop another butterfly here, like this. So we'll do. I think we'll do one that way there, like that. So again, just pressing the body down, but leaving the wings. If it's going in an envelope, it will go flat, flattish, as flat as we can get it, because you can always lift the wings up. I think the only thing that's probably going to make it so that it's not quite so flat is the little rolls here that we've got. But you know what? They can be glued down in place as well. Let's pop this other one on here, and then we can add some little blue pearls. I think. We've
got, Alison has said I did cello lessons at school, but on an icy day I dropped the cello and broke it, so I decided it was time to knock it on the head.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Kendall says, hello everyone from Minnesota.
Hello. That's nice. Okay, so now let's bring in some of our pearls. Just to tone in, we've got some nice blues. If you've got the pearls at home, which I know a lot of you have, or the gems, what we'll do, I'm not going to do them like quite regimented, I'm just going to pop them here and there. So we might have like a couple, we'll do one there first. Let's do the, let's bring one of these. I thought, let's try the darker blue one here and just see, because I think that'll Yeah, they'll tone in really nicely actually. So we'll do one there and we'll do like a big one here. So we're just doing them randomly. Because that's the thing now, it seems to be the fashion to actually just pop a sequin or maybe a gem or a pearl, just kind of spaced out, where we always used to do like 3 here, three here.
So now it's a bit more kind of individual, I suppose, something like a feature.
Yes, it's just kind of a little bit more placed, a little bit more sporadically, if you like, so that they're not. It's not regimented and it's not symmetrical. So we'll do another couple down here. So I think we'll have a big one there, and a smaller one there. So we'll have a bigger light blue one here, and then we'll have a small dark blue one here, like this. Okay, so we've got 2 kind of more together there. We'll do another one up at the top here in this little gap. I think we'll do a big one up here. So we'll do a big, let's do a big dark one, I think. No, let's do a lighter blue one, just because of where this one is here. Now, the big pearls you can usually pick up and pop on just by hand like that. They're a bit easier.
Oh, I believe, are they similar? Oh, they're very similar. So they're the pearls that you're using that you've got there.
Yes.
Now, we don't quite have the pearls, but we do have some gems coming up as well that we've got available for you. I don't know, can we just put the gems on a strap? Is that possible? So we're going to pop the gems onto a little strap for you, because if you like the idea of having a nice big kind of collection of extra little embellishments or something, then we've got these available. Now, they are available in America only. So if you wanted to go for them, I will show you them later on, but it's a nice collection of gems that you've got. You've got various different colours. You've got blues, greens, yellows, pinks, reds, clear ones, purples. You've got large, small, a whole variety, 9 colours. 3mm and 5mm that you've got in there, 1,000mm 3mm ones and 250 5mm ones across 9 different colours. If you wanted to go for those, and just check out that price there, $9.91 if you want those. They are US only, those ones though. So if you want to take advantage of those, add those into your basket for a few extra little embellishments. And I'm just finishing off my kind of colour swatch.
There we go. So it's quite simple, because we've got that really detailed background paper. But, you know, obviously the focal point on there is just a little sentiment. And then obviously you've just got your little butterflies that are flittering around. And there you go, just quite a simple one really. But that's all it needs. I feel like as long as your colours are right, then, it'll kind of work, whatever you do. I'm a bit of a stickler for three colours really that work together. So, yeah, you can do as many colours as you like. But they're quite a nice focal point, and then you can just adorn things around it.
I like that, really lovely. So that all came from the large format sentiment dies showstopper collection that we've got. $31.03 on the platinum price in the US. And if you're over in the UK, it's $21.51. There we go, look. $21.51 if you wanted to go for that. And you will get all 4 of those sentiments included, which I will recap with you just while I finish off. I need to put a tiny bit more on there just so we can kind of show it up a bit. And there we go. So basically, what I've decided to do is I've actually used a couple of various different bits that we've got available. So we have got some chameleon ink pads available for you. And I've basically just done a little kind of small colour swatch here of the various different chameleon ink pads that we've got available. So we do have the Tropical Glow, which is that first one you can see here at the top. Then we've got that Lavender Haze, that purple below, the Passion Fruit Punch. Then we've got the Magenta Radiance. Then we've got the Rainforest Glow. And then the blue one is the Sunrise Sky. Now, the great thing and the interesting thing with these, which I'm sure you all probably know, is that if you were to do it on black card, the colours come out slightly different. So I've actually done it on a piece of white and a piece of black, so you can kind of see the difference that you get in those colours as well. You can kind of see them there if we catch the light on it. So you get various different shades of the colours that you've got there, and you can see how they turn completely different. So for example, the rainforest glow, the green down the bottom, on the black card is actually that like really bright, vibrant blue that you can see there. So really quite funky and fantastic that you can do, and then you can use them for your stamping colours as well. And then also the sunrise blue down the bottom here, it actually goes this beautiful shade of purple, which is a bit tricky to pick up on the cameras where the light is. I've got to try and find the right spot of light for it. But it's there in the corner, beautiful, and you can see it a lot more in the colour. So with those ink stamps, you can use them, and also something else. So they are £3.51 platinum price, $3.51 platinum price in the US. Now they only US these ones. Yeah, they are only available in the US. But we do also have the additions of these. The Spectrum Noirs, the pads that come in as well, included the refill pads, because I went over and I found that we had a load of the Spectrum Noirs, so the colours that were there already. So I used those to create my colour swatch, but we do have these available for you as well. So these are the Spectrum Noir square 10-piece ones. Well, they're actually rectangles, but so $4.79 if you wanted to add those in. And you can look, you can never have too many pads, can you? You can never run out of pads. You can never top them up. And you can find the little like handle. What do you call the handle for the? Or do you just call it?
Just a blending tool.
A blending tool.
That's the tool.
So you can get those, but we've also got the round pads as well, because you can get a round blending tool for them as well. Now we do have the round refills. Again, these are going to be just US only, $3.99 on platinum price. That's a 10-piece collection that you can get. So if you want to add those in, maybe you wanted to get a couple of the colours, the ink pads as well, top them up. These are available. And there is, if you wanted, have a look for it on the website, but you can buy the actual blending tool that has a couple of the pads in it. So if you don't have any of the blending tools, there you go, look, it's popped up straight away. So blending tool, we've got it available in both as well. So $3.99 if you're in the platinum, $4.99 if not. So if you need a couple more of those, they're in there on a great price as well. And look, just think about this. You add these in, and you think, actually, do you know what? I need a couple of ink pads. If I get one of the round blending tools, a square one, and then I'll get a couple of spare pads, you're over that $20 spend. Now you're going to get that free gift as well that's going to be coming included. And these are always going to be those things that you're going to be able to use and that you want a little bit more of. So why not add these little extra crafty tools into your basket right now while the prices are really, really good on them. So a few different items for you there. So you've got the extra pads, you've got the tools. Sheila. Yes. Are you prepped and ready for another demo?
Yes, I am.
I love this. Look at it. We're cooking on gas today, aren't we?
Gosh, there's no stopping, is there?
Again, this is the royal we, because obviously I'm doing a hell of a lot of work here. I'm not really. I'm basically just playing with colour. And by the way, that colour on the black has really, the more you leave that to dry, the more that starts to come out, that colour, which, again, obviously I know that.
Yeah. You can see it really well now, can't you?
Yeah, obviously I know that you had to leave that to dry.
Well, of course you did, yeah, because obviously you can tell it's still wet around the edges, so you can see that, you know. Didn't you say?
Obviously it's wet around the edges, you can see that. That's why it's not quite as visible on the edges.
No, I'm saying we can all see that. Didn't you say that you used to do some job before where you were working with paints and glues and things?
No.
So I know that you can see that. I'm not.
Absolutely not. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not being sarcastic. This is me being honest. You can see that it needs to dry.
Honestly, Sheila, the thing you're going to learn about me is basically the key action that I symbolise is this. Because I love to just carry around a giant wooden spoon with me the entire time, just to subtly wind people up.
Yeah,
right, honestly, so I stayed at my friend's, right? Stayed at my friend's last night. Quick segue. Stayed at my friend's last night. She's got some decorators coming around to do some painting today. Now, she was talking with decorators, and I heard her over say, she was like, oh, don't worry, one of my friends is upstairs. And I wanted to turn around, I wanted to go downstairs and say, right, I've left the money on your bedside table for you. I'll see you in a week's time. I thought, don't do that. But I was so tempted. I thought she'd go mad.
That's terrible.
She'd go absolutely mad.
She won't let you stay there again.
Right, get over with Sheila before I start saying more things I shouldn't say.
Well, do you know what? You've picked the right one here, because I believe everything, and I'm so vulnerable, honestly. So yeah, if your wooden spoon is staring, I will just probably fall into the pot, because I usually do.
Cleaning my stamp, look.
I know, you can come again. You can come again. So what we're going to use this time, because again, this is another one I've not used. I've used the other two quite a lot, but I've never needed to use these. So, and you know our fast turnaround of products here, that sometimes we get the products, but we don't ever get to use them because we've moved on to the next thing, or if like one of the Debbies are up here doing these, then they will have the opportunity to use them, whereas I'm at home prepping for something else. So that is why, if I say I've not actually used this one in particular, that is why. So what I thought we'd do with this, we would make like a circular card. So I've already got from the Life is Sweet collection, this is from the 12 by 12 paper pad. Because this says cupcakes, sprinkles and happy wrinkles, I thought, well, we need to find a paper, if we can, that's got sprinkles on it, which we have in the Life is Sweet collection. So I'm going to cut a circle from this. I've already cut one in pink textured card, which I think is from, now then, I think this is possibly from the Kingfisher linen card collection. If it's not that one, it's going to be the one with the peacocks. I can't even think what it's called. We've done it so many times, but it's one of those. I feel like it was, no, it's from the, what was the one called, the big collection with the peacocks on? Why can't I think what it's called?
We'll figure it out. We'll get it.
Oh my goodness.
We'll get the name.
I think it's from that one. I think it's from that one, or it's from the Kingfisher one. So what I want to do now, I've cut white circles, which I'm going to make the card with, and then a pink one. And then what I want to do is cut this. Now I'm not using the magnetic shim on this because this is just one simple die which will cut one shape. So we don't need it to go crazy on the pressure, and also we're cutting through paper, not cardstock, so this should just do us a nice simple cut just with those 3 plates. So I'll pop those through there. So what I have done, I'm not quite sure why I cut 3 white circles, but I have anyway, so we've got them if we need them. All right, so let's take this out of here like this. So we've got our nice little sprinkle paper there, which is lovely, which will again sit onto our pink there, and then we will sit that onto one of the other circles. And I've just used my trusty nesting dies for these circles. So what I think we will do, because we could do an easel card, but I don't want to do an easel card. I want to just score this and make it like a circular card. So to make the circular card, if you've got an 8 by 8 card, you can just take the die of your choice, and you can actually just cut it out on the fold. So and then cut another full circle to go on top. I've just cut 3 separate circles. So if you were watching earlier, this is a bit like the little circular easel card that we put inside the kind of triangular card that we made from the template library. So it's very similar to that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a score line in, let's see, so I've got it lined up here with 6.5.
That's where that card's from. Graceful Plumes.
Yes.
It just took me a minute to figure it out in the head. I had to go through my back catalogue.
Graceful Plumes. Yeah, it's either that one or it's the Kingfisher. I don't know what the Kingfisher one was called, but...
Jeremy.
What was that one?
Jeremy the Kingfisher.
Jeremy.
Wasn't Jeremy the Kingfisher from... Oh, what children's book collection was Jeremy the Kingfisher?
Jeremy Kingfisher.
Was he,
oh, now then.
Oh, I can see the books.
Jeremy Kingfisher. Yeah, I can see that now, and I can't remember.
Come on, I can see them.
Yeah, I'm going to have to think about that for a minute. Jeremy,
not Enid Blyton.
I was going to say, was it Beatrix Potter?
That's the one.
Was it?
Beatrix Potter,
like
thank you.
Tales of the, not Tales of the Riverbank.
Thank you,
Beatrix Potter. Oh, gosh, yeah, of course.
We used to have a big collection of those books when we were kids.
Kingfisher, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my sister's ones.
Was
Jeremy
it?
Kingfisher was one of my sisters. She used to love, still does, love frogs.
Oh.
Absolutely love frogs.
Fabulous.
Or is it Peter Rabbit?
Oh, Peter Rabbit. Maybe someone can look that up for us and tell us. Maybe one of our viewers will know straight away.
Pat says, I love this card, Sheila. Thank you for the inspiration. I have to make a quick card tonight for tomorrow, and I shall be able to get this done.
Oh, okay.
This is lovely, Sheila. Lots of people liking it. Jean, what is the Friday night game? It's going to be, I think it's pub quiz. Oh, pub quiz. I'm a bit nervous about that. Yeah, so there we go.
You thought that
Pub quizzes tonight.
Trivial trivia.
Oh, apparently James came second
Well done, you.
in his pub quiz on Tuesday.
Well done. But if you're making a circular card, what you need to do is just take a little bit off the bottom so that it'll stand up nice and straight, like that. Otherwise, it'll just rock. And if you want it to rock, that's fine, but then you have to distribute the weight evenly on the front of the project, because if you put something over here, it'll just go that way all the time. So that's why I've chopped a little bit off the bottom there. The other thing, of course, that you can do, you can just chop a piece off the back, actually, because sometimes it depends what you're putting on the front, but we'll check that in a second. So let's pop. We've got a fold here, just like we did with the little card from the template library. So put those together so you can still open it up. You still got your fold. You can still write in there. And then what we are going to do, we're going to put this on here. But because I've taken the bottom off the card here, what I am going to do is I'm just going to put my glue on this card. Otherwise, I would end up doing the pink circle and then all the glue would be hanging over the edge from this little bit here. So what I'm going to do is just do that. We can put that on there. I'm going to try and get it so that the texture is going kind of horizontally, like that. So let's see now when we press this, when we put this. See, it will still stand up. So you know what? You don't even need to cut the front off. You can just cut the back off. So I wasn't sure because it's been a while since I've done a circular card. So anyway, what we're going to do now, let's bring on our little sprinkles section here. Oh, that's nice on the back as well. That looks like the moon,
very nice.
Looks like the moon.
Very nice. I'm just going to give you the quick information, if we can, just on the stamp set that we're actually using as well, just because this is what we're demonstrating. So you're getting all 4 sentiment stamps that come included for this bundle. Don't forget that. So if you are thinking that you want to go for these large format sentiments, the die's $21.51 in the UK on platinum price, and then over in the US, I want to say it's $31.03. So you've got wishing you sparkle and joy, thankful for you all year through, love, laughter and happy ever after, and then you've got cupcakes, sprinkles and happy wrinkles, and that's the one obviously that we're working with now. I do like that. It's quite a fun, quirky saying, isn't it? And you're definitely not going to find that in a shop, are you? Oh,
I don't think you would you? No, that's the great thing about having, you know, specific dies for specific things, because you couldn't probably find that in a shop, you know, and because things in shops are just like printed in mass quantities, aren't they? So it'll be, someone will come up with something and then that'll be it. There'll be, you know, 5,000 of them done. So it's just like there's nothing very kind of unique or personal about it, is there? Because, and I know this for a fact actually, because recently I think we got so many sympathy cards, and I think we had about 4 that were the same.
Oh, yeah.
Identical, because obviously people shop in the same places, and they were very beautiful, don't get me wrong, with beautiful verses and flowers and images and stuff. But again, it's because they're done in mass production that you always get, like, you know, the same ones. And if you get like going to a supermarket and you might have, you know, 80 different birthday cards, but then with sympathy I think you get less. You get like maybe 5 or 6 designs, so you're quite limited really. So that's how I noticed that. I thought, oh, you know, people have been shopping and they've picked up this card, and then we got a couple of repeats, but obviously they were very nice. But yeah, this is the thing with the sentiments like this. They are, you know, they're very different to what you would normally be able to get. Right, so I'm going to cut this one out there. This is the actual sentiment. So let's get the white plate, the plastic shim. Now this is detailed, the die is detailed, so we need to put that magnetic shim on there. I'm just going to turn that plate over a little bit. It's a bit warped. Is that one? I think it's one of our older ones that we've dug out.
Very well loved and used.
Oh,
that's
absolutely,
what it is.
Yeah.
Very well loved and used.
Still goes through. You should see mine at home, honestly.
Is it more like a semicircle?
They're not quite, no, they're not that bad, but they're very well used, and I've only had them for a year. You know, they gave me the machine when I first joined, and I was thinking, oh my word, you know, I probably need to treat myself to some new plates, actually. Right, so I just need to double check on here. Yes. Now then, these are really cute. So if I put these onto here, you'll be able to see them. Right, so we've got these tiny cupcakes. Look at these that have dropped out of
Adorable.
I know, aren't they amazing? So we've got, look how cute they are.
They're really cute.
Yeah. So if you were making little party invitations and things like that,
Oh yeah, lovely.
these would work really well. So let's pop this out, and then obviously this will sit on the pink cardstock, and we just need to push this out those release holes there. Just make sure that I'm not losing any cakes. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Is that all? 7 minutes?
Time flies.
Oh my goodness, and then it's off into the other studio for another TikTok.
Tickety-tockety. Right, yeah, by the way, if you haven't yet tuned in and followed us on TikTok, you've got to do it, because we will be live on TikTok at 3:10, which, well, I say we, Sheila. Maybe I should make a cameo, Sheila. Say hello to you on TikTok. But yeah, Sheila will be there on TikTok, and I'm just loading up our TikTok page now, because it's wonderful to have all of your company, but the more that you guys can interact with us on TikTok, the more that you like the TikTok, the more that you share the TikTok out, the better and the more we can start to spread the joy. And when we begin, fingers crossed, to open up the Crafters TikTok shop, hopefully that will start to come. Then there's a whole manner of things, because TikTok then starts to boost things out as well. Now, we've already got 25.6 thousand followers on there, but we want to build and build and build. We want to get even more people on there as well. So make sure that you follow us along. And I could even, like, we can go in, you can set reminders as well, how to follow along with our crafts on TikTok and stuff. I can show you that a bit later on if you want to. That could be your one for today, Sheila.
Yes.
I said I'm giving Tina little top tips for TikTok as we're going through.
Yeah, that's useful.
If you haven't got it yet and you're worried and you think that it's too confusing, it's really, really not. All I want you to do, go on your smartphone, go to your app store, download TikTok. You just need to set up an account. It's all free. It's very simple to do. You just put a little information in like you would your Facebook page. And then when you've got that account, you can follow Crafters. You can see lots of other people doing craft on there. You can watch our lives on there. You can watch the streams. It's good fun. It's a nice, easy, simple thing. So if you haven't done that, you've got a good 15 minutes to get that sorted out before we go live on our first TikTok for today. Or our only TikTok for today.
Yes. Well, most people that watch will know that I had no idea what I was doing last week, because it's not something I've done before. So I did 2 last week, I think. Oh, 1 last week, and then I've done 1 yesterday, and I've got 1 today. I think the only difficult thing about it at the minute now for me is getting from this studio to the next one, getting everything set up on that one, because I have to get all the glues and everything out there, get everything on the table. And then obviously do the demonstrations while I'm doing the TikTok talking and stuff, and asking people to tap and to like and to follow. And then obviously I'm done there at 20 to 4, and then I have to tidy up and then hop back through here, tidy up this mess that I've just made.
Well, I'll try. Maybe I'll start doing your tidy up. Maybe I'll be your little helper. That's it. I'll start helping out with the tidy.
It's weird just to do that and then pop back through and get ready for our show at 4. No, I don't think I'll get this finished because we've only got 4 minutes left, and obviously it takes a bit of time doing these. I just need to get this little star in place. I'm not sure if I put a big star there where there should be a small one, but hey, that doesn't matter. Right, so let me grab my little stars here. So I've got 2 little stars here, and these are teeny tinies. Let me move that one out the way. So I'm a star missing, I think, but they do disappear unless it's still in. Oh, it's still in there. Let's get that then. Now then, another little tip here. Pop your little bit of glue on there. If that's still stuck in there, oh, well, it was still stuck in there. It might still be, actually. Yes, it is. Bring that die in there like that, over the top of that cake. Push that down. Gone straight onto the glue. There like that. And then I've got 2 more now. And I'm going to put these on as well. So again, the glue's rolled away. I think that should have been down here, but it doesn't matter. We can do the small ones there. And I'm going to do this with my wax tool because it's just easier. Like that. Bob that on there. And then my other one is here. So we can pop that on there. Now what I was going to do with this was cut out the cupcake sentiment again and again, and then glue them all on top of each other. So we would have had a chunkier sign on here. So it would have been 3 pieces high, even 4 maybe, to make it more like a mount board piece of, you know, card, rather than it being flat like that. And then, obviously, I was going to put extra bits on, but I think we're just going to run out of time because I grabbed all this ribbon from home. I've got so much ribbon at home. It is ridiculous. And I have to have it tucked away because otherwise my cats are straight in there. I go, oh, and they find a piece, and then I'll get up in the morning and there'll be a long piece of ribbon in the hall. And I was like, where did they get that from? Because they'll have been in there and actually stolen it. So yeah, I've got a load of ribbon. So I thought, right, while I'm off for 2 weeks, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually sort out some ribbon and bring some in because we don't have much here. And what I have to do when I'm leaving home to come here, I have to just grab like a load of it and stuff it in my bag. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to change my mind on that one. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to have a little sort.
Always nice to have a good bit of a sort out. So if you do want to go for your large format sentiment dies, the Showstopper, it is available. You're going to get all 4 of them, $31.03 over it in the US on platinum price. Here in the UK, it'll be £21.51 on platinum price. Don't forget, because you'll be going over that £20 spend, you'll also be getting the free digital paper pack from Crafters today, which will automatically go into your basket. You don't have to do anything, that will appear. We have got loads of other items as well on some specials for you as well. We've got the we've got die cutting sets, we've got some special effects foils, we've got the stars and swirls adhesive rub-ons, we've got the weekly deal of all your glue sticks, we've got the template bumper pack that was going around as well. The template library, that has been super popular today, and if you haven't grabbed hold of that, make sure you do that because it's on a crazy price. Plus we've got loads of tools and extra bits all available for you to stockpile into your craft rooms, the things that you might need just a little top up on, some ink pads, maybe it's some blending tools, or maybe it's some extra blending pads for your blending tools. We've even got that really cute, adorable like the essential toolkit that Sheila was using earlier on in the day, and we were suggesting having those as little extra ones. Can you watch previous live videos on TikTok? So you can't re-watch previous live videos, Steph, but what you can do is you can go on TikTok, and there's all of the videos that get loaded up onto TikTok as well, and there'll be tips and tricks and things like that on there as well, but you can't go back and watch previous lives. It only happens literally then and there. That's the only thing with the TikTok lives. So it's kind of miss it, miss out. And trust me, when that starts to happen later on, and when we get that shop going, you do not want to miss out, because if things happen on there that you can't control and they disappear, so it's got to be fun. But that's the thing, TikTok is a bit fast, it's a bit fun, it's a bit quirky. Here, we can take a little bit more time with it, and we can kind of work our way through. But make sure you tap like and comment for that TikTok when Sheila's over there. Sheila, that's beautiful. And look,
well,
you said you wouldn't get it finished,
No, well, it's not finished. I'm going to put some pearls on, and I want to put build up the middle a bit more and just add a few more little fruity bits, and maybe some of our pearl drops on the top of the cakes to make it look like proper cream. That was my idea.
Oh, really nice. I love it. That's a beautiful idea. So do make sure that you check out your baskets if they are loaded up. It's going to be a fantastic rest of the day. Can't wait to see what we've got in store. All of these are available for you right now. Please do make sure that you send us in photos of all of your finished ideas, because we'd love to see them. I can't wait to see you. Make sure you don't go anywhere, because coming up later on, it's going to be Friday Night Live.